Good afternoon, guys. It's good to be with you. Just a couple of reminders here, guys. Is everybody with me? Is everybody here? Did you make it? 16:02 at the moment. All right, guys. Afternoon. All right. Remember, guys, QT is a licensed financial service provider and a licensed over-the-counter derivatives provider. A lot of the guys are coming online now. And also as a reminder, remember that I'm a registered rep. I'm working under supervision as per fit and proper requirements. To the guys that are joining us on YouTube, and it will stream in a little later, good afternoon to you. This is the recap. Please remember that you must expect a call from trading support Also remember that cutoff for withdrawals there is Mondays to Fridays. That's at 1500 hours and Saturdays at 9 a.m. All right, that is from Trading Support. Remember, we don't only assist clients with our trading room, but we also assist them with some calls. We chat to you. If there's any concerns that we take offline, we do that. All right, it's very important. And then also don't forget your trading phases, or at least the phases in the market. Here you have your accumulation phase, breakout phase, and the breakout. All right, the breakout, accumulation, and movement. Sorry. All right, so guys, I'm ready to get on with our recap session. The other guys will come on. Couple of seconds left before we hit 16:05, but I'm ready to get moving. Welcome, welcome. I see national stage 3 of load shedding has started. I don't know if you guys saw that. All right. So here we are. Dollar index. As we have said this morning, it's so important for us to track it. You can see at this moment in time, we have the dollar that is moving up. As discussed this morning, guys, it's so important for us to notice what is happening after our discussions. You can see that we are pushing up to that 112 area. I said to you guys, what's going to be very important about the dollar index is to watch it to, if it either goes below the 111 or if we push above the 112, it's going to be key for us to track it over these next 5 days so that we can make some decisions, you know, with regards to trading the dollar or not. It's going to be key for us to do that. There's nothing really at this moment in time that we're going to put into place, because if you look at the 1 hour, we have trended up. You can see it there. We have trended up. We are pro dollar. We obviously want to see some more follow through here. All right. Once we see the follow through move up over this zone here, then we can make some more decisions. But at this point in time, it's still at a zone where anything can happen. We can still push down further. So we don't want to jump into anything at the moment if it's not worth it. Let's see how it goes. All right, let's see how it goes here. Afternoon. Let's go to my MT5. Let's go and check out what the rest of has done. Look at this here. Here we have NASDAQ. Look at this, guys. Now, as mentioned this morning, the NASDAQ, we do not want to do anything at this moment in time. You can see we are still accumulating in the zone. Just look at the hour frame. Look at the hour frame. So this is today's movement. All right, this is today's movement. Look at that. From there to there, this is today's movement. So what we don't want, we do not want to get into a sell now and then price goes up further, and vice versa. We do not want to get into a buy and then we go down further. So what we want to do is we want to see it obviously push below that area there, or we want to see price push above that area there. But that's very, very important. Is everybody clear there with this NASDAQ? The US 30 looked much better than this one here. The US 30 looked much better, all right, than this one over here. That is the NASDAQ. I want us to look at the S&P 500, the same here. The same here. Look at the hour frame. This is today's movement. Nothing has really moved here. So it's nothing for us to get into, because if you do go for a short now, when you push up further, you're in trouble, and vice versa. So let's see how it responds at 3638 before we do anything. All right. The Dow Jones, this one looked much better this morning in terms of direction. But from our perspective, look at this. Can you guys see this? I want you really to pay attention to the 30281 area. All right, Vercus 30281.9. If we have a daily close beneath here, 30281, 30281, if we close beneath that zone, that will be a very nice short for us. So obviously, we would just want the dollar to obviously work with us here to take it down from there to there, which is a very, very nice setup there for a short. Please write that down. We're going to be tracking 30281. Please write that down, 30281. That would be a very nice short, but it is in a range at this moment in time, and we don't want to do anything irrational. All right, 30281. The next one, guys, Brent. Let's go to Brent. Remember, guys, it's the first day back. We're just trying to see what is happening before we get into more detailed technicals. We just want to see what is happening. All right, so 88.20, you can see the rejection there. All right, we're not going to short this, guys, at this moment. You can see that it is rejecting. As we spoke this morning, mentioned to you that the only time this will really become bearish and we shorted is if we do see a break beneath that 88.20, and you can clearly see at this point in time, it's not there yet. Everybody clear there, it's not there yet. Any questions on this? Any questions on this one here, guys? Let me just make sure. Is everybody with me? $88.20. There's no questions, guys. I'm going to move. All right. WTI saying here, if you look at it from our perspective, guys, we are ranging. Look at this. We are ranging. We are ranging. Can you guys see this? Teresa, can you see that? Olaseni, can you see that? Mike, Adele, can you see that? We are ranging. There's nothing for us to do here for now. All right. Let's move on. USD Swiss franc. From a daily perspective, look. So we're pushing up. All right, look at the 1.01229, 1.01728. I'm going to move to the left-hand side so you can see where that is. We are beneath now. Just please note that we are beneath. If I contract it, you can see we are beneath. So we're looking for this zone here. That's the zone that we're looking for. I'm going to the left. Look, 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 look. We are still beneath. We are still beneath. We are still beneath. There we go. So that's where we want to take it to, or that's where we are envisioning it to go to. That is about 80 pips away. What we essentially would love is for price to break there. All right, so we can take it up for 166 pips. Is everybody clear? So if I go back now, what we're looking for here, that's what we want to break. That's what we want to break. If we can break that zone, this area there, from there to there, it's a very nice 166 pips there. Is everybody clear there, guys? So we're going to wait for it. Look, you can go in if you'd like to, but the problem is that's a rejection area. All right? You can go in if you'd like to, but that is an area of rejection that we now track in our history. So even if you look at the weekly, look at that. It's an area of rejection. So from where price is now to there is 83 pips. It's rejected before. It does not mean we're going to go all the way up. It can reject. It's rejected before. So let's wait and see. Let it reach this area here. Remember, we are for quality setups. We'd rather wait for quality setup than just get in here. That's a history or a zone of rejection. Look at the USD CAD. From an hourly perspective, we are in this range here, guys. We're rejecting that area there. Is everybody clear so far, guys? Can you guys see this session? There's more accumulation in most of the securities that we've actually checked out. Look at this. The candles are just bundling up together like this. Can you guys see that? It's just bundling up like this. So we need, from that bundle, we need price to move. All right, we need price to move. If we go to AUD USD, look at this. The same is happening here. That's the challenge now. Look at the hour. This is why we said we got to wait. Look at this. It's in an accumulation phase. You do not want to get hasty with this. All right, everybody. Hi, Zeph. All right, let's go to NZD USD. Ah, my word. I don't know, guys, but I want us to be very careful here. Look at this. Do we see some downside here? Yes. Yes, we do. Can you please write this down? Write down 56562 or 0.56562. Write that down for me, good people. 0.56562. That is our breakout zone. We need a daily candle to be breaking beneath that area. 56562. Let me take that away. So you can see that if we, from an hourly perspective, can you guys see the zone here? You see these two areas? Let me just highlight them for you so you can see what I'm talking about. 1 and 2. Can you see that? We would want to take price past that block down to that block there. That's what I'm essentially saying to you. Is everybody clear there? 0.56562. And then I want you to write down an exit here of 5555708. 55708. For the short, there we go. You're a little bit more aggressive there, Zeph. The conservative guys are going to wait for the 56562, and we take it down to 55708. All right, it is before 55622. It doesn't matter. From there, today is a nice 85 pips there. Is everybody clear? We're seeing the downside. Remember, we are pro dollar here. It's the first time I see Adele and Zeph playing nice. First time I see Zeph and Adele playing nice here. All right. Are we ready to move, guys? The only one that's looking nice here, guys, honestly, is NZD USD. And I mean, Zeph is speaking so nice, eh? Just check there. Zeph. Hy praat mooi, man. Let's go on. Let's move. Let's move. Let's move. GBP USD. Look at this, man. We are still ranging here. All right. What we would want is, you can write this down for me, guys. 1.12154. 1.12154. 1.12154. Big gap there. And then we want to take it down for a nice 116 pips there. Please write down 1.10966. 1.10966. That's GBP USD. NZD USD, the levels there. See, we're looking for a break beneath 56562. We want the daily frame beneath there, okay? Or a 12-hour frame. We want some of the momentum clusters there. So it's below 56562, and then we want to take it down. If you look at it, look at this, to 55708. 55708. That's the NZD USD. All right. And then the GBP USD, 1.12, 154. And we want to then obviously exit there just over 100 pips, 1.10966. So I'm going to leave that in place as well. I'll leave that in place as well for us to see what's happening. Let's go to the Euro USD. Euro USD. We are at the 97803 area. All right, 97803. We're still rejecting here. It's gone down, yes, but we want to see where it closes. Before we do anything, let's just see how it closes. You can see that zone here. That's the low of that candle there, that pivot point. That's the low. So we've gone very close to the low, roughly around 4 pips short, maybe even 5. And let's see where this one closes. It's very important for us to see the close here before we do anything. All right. It's very important for us to see the close before we do anything there. I'm going to keep that in mind. Then we want to go to the USD JPY. This one is looking beautiful here. Look at this, man. This is absolutely stunning, guys. Please write this down, guys. If we close above the 149.669, 149.669, we want to take it to 153.248. This is pro dollar. If we close above 149.669, an exit of 153.248. This is for the guys that are trading momentum. Over 300 pips there. Please write that down. I will give you, let me do this. Okay. Let's do this. I'll give you an earlier exit if you'd like. Here's an earlier exit for some of the guys. Please write that down for me there. 151.458. That's an earlier exit. 151.458. It's okay. It's in the same area. 151.458. That's for an earlier exit. That's just over 150 pips. 176, sorry. Yeah, over 150. So 151.458 earlier exit. That's an earlier exit. If you want to leave it to run, 153.248. Does everybody have that? Do you guys have it? Let me know, please. Guys got it? Let me make sure, guys. The guys has it. Okay, beautiful. I want to go to. You see, that's the thing there, Sia. If we break above there with the daily frame, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. If we break above, we want the close above. All right, and you can see these candles are getting shorter and shorter. So that's why I'm saying to you that that's where we want to get to. But yes, of course, it can retrace. Absolutely, if you go to a shorter time frame, you're not going to see it on the daily. The retracement you're going to see here. That's the challenge. You're going to see it here. Look at that wick there. Everybody with me? So from there to 152 or 152 pips. So we're not getting in now. We need to see momentum clusters close above 149. At this point in time, the retracement can still happen. Is everybody clear there? So I want to just point out something to you here quickly. Look at this. Look at that. And if I go to a shorter time frame now, hold on. Can you see there are no, remember, what are we looking for here? Lower highs. We're trying to see, is there any momentum that's come down? Look at that. So I'm going to a shorter time frame for that. Do you see that? The only lower high is that one there. Are we together? Let me just make this thinner so that. Can you guys see that? So that's the only lower highs that we're working with at this point in time. There hasn't been much rejection in that zone there. Is everybody clear there? So please be careful with it now. There hasn't been lower highs on what? On the hours. Look at the 3 hour, look at the 4 hour, look at the 6 hour. Only when you go to the 1 minute do you see some lower highs, but it's not much. So this retracement has not even started yet. Does it make sense here? See ya? So please be careful here. Please be careful here. Can it retrace? Of course it can. It's price. It's price. It is possible. But we need to see more retracement like this. We need to see more stuff like that. Does it make sense? We need to see it do that so that we can obviously draw a vertical line and begin to say, okay, are we going to push beneath further, or we're going to push up and then go up from there? We have to wait. Technically, we have to wait. There's nothing we can do now. So we're not going to enter now. Please do not enter now. Because look at all those candles there. That looks like the same exhaustion I spoke about with the dollar index. All right, let's move on. I want to go to gold now, guys. This recap is very interesting. We're seeing a lot of accumulation, not a lot of follow through here. Here's gold, looking pretty bearish here as discussed. We said we're seeing the 1614. At this point in time, we are well beneath. The only thing that's really moving today is gold. Look at this. Still see the downside to 1614, 200 pips. Let's do this. I just want to see if there's any higher lows here. Not clear. Look at this. Can you guys see this? We are bearish here. How do I know that we are bearish? I'll tell you now. Give me a sec. Look at that. It's rejecting there. So how do I know that we are bearish? Let me make this thin. Look at this in the southern hemisphere. Is everybody clear there? Exactly. Exactly. Are we in the southern hemisphere at this point in time? Look at that. So let's be careful. Let's watch it. Let's watch it here. You can see that there's less space here. Remember, I spoke to you about the space in the southern and in the northern hemisphere. Look at all the space here. Hold on. Let me show you. Look at all the space there. What does this indicate? You guys remember? And look at that space there. Which one is bigger? Which space is larger here, guys? Which space is larger? Let me hear. Let me hear. Exactly. The sellers. The sellers, which is telling you what? There's more sellers in the market at this moment in time. Is everybody clear there, guys? The buyers, they're rejecting. That's why it's small. It's more bearish than what it is bullish. So we got to wait for it now. All right, we got to wait for it. Everybody clear there? Let's go to the AUD CAD for that short. Can you see where it's rejecting? It rejected at that centerpiece. Can you guys see that? It rejected at the centerpiece. Hopefully it does not go up further. That's today. So we have to wait for this one, guys. Stop loss is in the centerpiece. This is an intraday trade. We are at the rim of that specific low there. All right, let's see how it closes. There's absolutely nothing that you can do at this point. We just have to wait for it. And if you look at the hour frame, we've been ranging today. Look at the range. We've been ranging here. All right, let's go AUD USD. No, sorry, the AUD Swiss franc. That's the next one. This one here, we are at that resistance 63174. 63174. If you look at it from an hourly perspective, ladies and gentlemen, we have not done much here. Look at this. How many days? 1, 2, 3 days it's taken for price just to push up till there. It tells you the AUD is struggling against the Swiss franc. Is everybody clear? It's taken 1, 2, and 3 days and still has not broken above that resistance. So it's telling you that the AUD is struggling against the Swiss franc. It's being pulled down. Is everybody clear? So please do not get hasty here. A retracement is taking place. We at that door there. We have to wait for this one. Is everybody clear with the AUD Swiss franc? I'm going to go to Euro Swiss franc now. It is a very disappointing recap, I would say, with the price just accumulating. Euro Swiss franc, same thing is happening here. We at the centerpiece at the start, or at least the door. Very disappointing here. For me personally, it would have been nice if we pushed up further, but it's very disappointing to see the price has not pushed up in the way we would have liked it to. Look at that. Look at that. We're still at that rejection zone. So please be careful here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I must say it is a disappointing recap because I would have liked for price to push a little bit further, whether it was up or down in these securities, and it's just not giving us any follow through here. Everybody clear? It's just disappointing. Let's go and look at the USD ZAR, guys. I don't normally look at the exotic pairs, but I want to put them up there, and so you guys can see what the rand and dollar is doing as well. Can you see here that we might see some strength coming in with the rand if we do reject here further? We've already tested this zone here. If you zoom out, can you guys see here? We've gone back to reaching a high there with the US against the ZAR. Now we're looking for the pivot point now. All right, that's a pivot there. You can see it. There's a pivot. We are well above. So we got to go to a shorter time frame to try and find it. Nothing. If you go to the daily and I move back, I'm trying to find the pivot where it rejected. There it is right there. There's the pivot point right there. So we rejected. And if we come back down again, I want you to notice where we could go back to 17 Rand 80. 17 Rand 80. I'm going back. Look at that. We could come back to 17 Rand 80. And then possibly 17.35. So if this pans out, guys, that's why I'm so weary about the dollar where it is. If I go back to the dollar, look at this. Exactly what I spoke about. Look at this dollar. Anything can happen at this point in time. That's the challenge here. It's rejecting. It's still overall bullish, but look at that specific dollar right now. So please let us not get into anything that's irrational. I'm saying it again. It's a pretty disappointing recap with price not pushing in the way we'd like. If I go to GBP CAD, the same thing is happening here. We are rejecting at this zone that was also rejection previously. So please just be careful. How many days ago? 1, 2, 3 days ago, still rejection. Pretty disappointing if you actually ask me. And you guys won't hear me say that all the time, that price is disappointing. I'll normally say, let's watch it and see what happens. But this session, I'm pretty disappointed with the price. All right. NZD JPY. Let's look at this fellow over here. Look at this point here. That's where we're at. We're rejecting here. There. That's the point we're rejecting it. Let me take these off so you can see it clearly. That's where we're rejecting, right there. Can you guys see that? Can you see this? There. So we stuck in between that zone. We've pushed up, yes, very nicely. This was previous analysis. I'm just taking this off so that you can see. So we've pushed up nicely. We are currently here. That zone there. Can you see this, Anya? Adele, can you see this? That's where we're currently at. So we need a break above the zone here. Nice 84 pips. And then we take it to, hold on. We take it to, you see that zone back there again, 86.148. Everybody with me? 86.18. Everybody there? Let me make sure. And then after that, $93 is the next one, which is up there, but we'll cut that. We'll split that in half. We're not going to take it from 86. All right. Is everybody clear there? We'll split this in half. Yeah, Suri Siabonga. Suri gets me into trouble. I'll share how. All right, can you guys see this? Please write this down. After 86.148, we want to go to 89. Please write that down, guys. I will keep it here. All right, if we break this zone here, if we break 86.148, we take it to 89. We can obviously have a TP there as well, which is 276 away. That's not a problem, but just write that down, 89.828. All right, 89.2828. You got it, guys? Hey, Elrich, let's go to Netflix, man. You know, I'm so proud of that trade. I'm going to Netflix. I'm so proud of that trade because, you know, many guys grow weary after months. Now, I don't know if the guys can remember. I've been chatting to you guys about a long in Netflix. You guys know that the subscriber base has increased. They've given some great earnings, right? Netflix. Look at that. I've been telling these guys about a long year in Netflix for some time now. We started at the bottom here, at the bottom. All right. I see a 387. I still have this on here. I see a 387.45. The earnings that came out for Netflix was good. You can see that we've reached the 280 now. Finally, look how long it took. This is patience, Teresa. This here, this is patience. All right. But eventually, if you don't grow weary and you don't faint, all right, you'll achieve what you need to. Does it make sense, everybody? So 280, and after 280, I'm seeing 387. I'm seeing 387, and you can write down, I'm seeing 602 after that. All right. After 387, I'm seeing 602. I am very aware of the following. I'm very aware of the following, that area there. I'm very aware once we've hit that zone, we're going to see some fluctuation here. Very aware of that. But ultimately, I see the 602. I hope that answers you 100%, the Elridge. Yes, Anya, the closest. Because remember, we're doing day trading, intraday trading. So we want the closest zone so that we can obviously TP. All right. In this specific case, I'm very proud of this, guys, because this just shows analysis pays off if you do it correctly. Are we together? If you do it correctly, it pays off 100%. 100%. And I did nothing different here from showing you guys the pivot points. If I can show this to you, look at this. Look at all of the pivots here. You see that zone there? These were pivot points. Teresa, closed above. You see that? I cut this one in half. See, that was 50% of what? That one and that one. I didn't do anything different. Didn't do nothing. This was the 50% mark from that area and that area there. And look at that zone now. Watch there. I'm going to zoom into it. Look at the pivot there. Can you see it there? Right there. So it's nothing different from what I've shown you guys. All right. Everybody clear? Everybody clear with that one? Can I move? All right, let's tackle this one here, the FTSE. You can trade this with the pound. We are still in between that pivot and that pivot there. Can you guys see that? We are at the support there. $6.3. So we have to find a zone here now. We need to close beneath that zone. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? Look at this. Please write that down. 6826. 6826. Kathy, it's a very broad question because it depends on your lot sizes. All right. It depends on your lot sizes that you use. The more lot size you use, the more profit you make, but the more risk you also have to take. So that's a very broad question. And also it's going to differ from person to person because some people think that 80 Rand is much. That's good for the day. Others think 800 Rand is much for the day. Others think 8,000 Rand is much for the day. So that is very subjective. All right. A decent profit is subjective to a person. You can't put a blanket over everybody and say everybody values 800 Rand. I can tell you I don't value 800 Rand a day. It's little. Does that make sense, everybody? Everybody with me? So someone else might say, no, but Ash, you know what? I hear you, but for me, 800 Rand is a lot. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. I respect each and every person's value that they put to it. That's just mine. Is everybody with me? Some guys might say 8,000 Rand is little. You'd be surprised. Some people really think 1,000 is little. How do I plot pivot points on? Saya, so I need you to really, go to the YouTube videos. Look at all of the sessions that I have done. It's on YouTube. If you go to the channel, you're going to find them there. All right, where I go through it step by step. Are we together? And then I want you to attend throughout these 5 days because I repeat a lot of stuff. All right, you draw pivots or where price reacts on different time frames. You don't only draw it on one time frame. So it's impossible to explain it in 15 minutes. You have to consistently find yourself in the trading room. You can ask the guys that's been on here. They are well versed in it now because of consistently coming. They didn't attend one session and then that was it. They had to see it over and over and they're much better now. So that's the truth, first of all. That's the truth, first of all. Second of all, it's possible to get it in 5 days. Are we together? It's possible to get it in 5 days if you just attend consistently, because putting it into perspective, 5 days is enough. So I can deal with that maybe on maybe tomorrow or on Friday morning. All right. I made a 50 profit. That was the best. Now I can make 100. I cannot believe. Exactly. Absolutely. Giza, no, that's the truth. You can't get it in 5 days. You can't get it. If I had to speak to you guys consecutively for 5 days on these pivots, you will understand it. Are we together? You should be able to understand it because it's all about just the focus that you put in. But it's explained so simply. All right. So guys, let me just make sure that everybody's with me on the FTSE here. 6826, the exit 6374. Let me make sure everybody has it before I do change the chart here. All right. I'm going to go to the last one here, Euro NZD. I'll repeat that, guys. I really think we could have done better. The charts could have given us a little bit more work. But, I like it when it gives us work, Adele. Teresa, I like it when there's work. I don't like it when there's accumulation, because accumulation, there's no work to be done. When there's direction and it's moving, there's work to be done. Do you see that? But if it's accumulating, there's nothing. There's nothing you can do. You have to wait for the breakup. Now look at this one here. Look at the rejection at that pivot point there, 1.75004. That is a daily or a monthly pivot. It's been rejecting. And we're going back down to this area here. Now, Asaya, to your specific question, in increments, all right? You see this is a monthly pivot here that we are trapped at. Can you see it? We might be visiting it again, which is in alignment with that one there, which is in alignment with this one here, which is in alignment with this one here, which tells you this is a belt. All right, look at this. This is a belt. You can see it clearly, absolutely. And remember, you can see it clearly now, Anya. Why? Because you've been practicing. So look at that belt there. So this is a strong magnetic force here. I'm using magnetic very loosely. Price is being attracted to this support area here. All right. So what's very important now is for us to note that if price comes down further, should price come down further, now you can see 168, look at that, is in alignment with that zone there. We're still inside, we're not using that support, no. We're using the most recent support area, which is there, 168. So if I drop down, now you can see where that specific area is. Let's go back and see, does it matches up. Look at that, there's a wick. Let's see if it matches up somewhere here. Just missed it there. We're in that wick there. Look at that right there. Can you see it? Can you guys see that? So it's going to match up somewhere. It's going to match up somewhere. You just have to keep practicing it. It's going to match up somewhere. So that's where we would want to take it to. After that zone, guys, after that zone, look at this. Look at that area there. See that area there. See, there's already 3 zones. So out of those 3 zones there, 6, 7. Can you guys see that? Because it breaks. We come down to that zone over here. Six, 5. Now watch very carefully now. Watch very carefully. Let me just take this off so you can see. 6, 7, 6, 5. I'm going to go back, look. There's the 6, 5, right? Let me take this off. Hold on. I'm going to take, because 6, 7 was the area. 6, 7 was the area, and 6, 5 is the next. So let's quickly go. 6, 7 matches up there. 6, 7 matches up there. Let's go and see if we can see the 6, 5. There's the 6, 5. There's the 6, 5. Can you guys see the 6, 5 there? So you can see there it matches now. There it matches there. It matches here. Let's go back. Look at that. Look at this. This is a very accurate one there. 6, 5 right there. Is everybody clear there, guys? So it's very, very possible that we could retrace, hit that zone there. Now we got to wait. Because between there is 211 pips. That is a beautiful, beautiful range to actually trade. That's a beautiful range to trade. Everybody clear with that, guys? Let me see if I can quickly show you guys something here. Hold on for me. Let me just see what's actually happening here. Yes. Look at this, man. Look at the Teresa, look at, science. Once again. Look at this, man. Isn't that amazing? I mean, isn't that just amazing? That wick is at the 38. So now we know if we break below this area there, we want to take it down. Do you see that, everybody? Does that make sense? It can still bounce from here. Remember, it can come down and bounce from there. Does that make sense, everyone? So we would like it to do what? To come down. If it breaks that zone there, ooh, that's nice. Does it make sense? Because then it has broken, and it's not only broken, but it's also covered the unfinished business here. So the centerpiece between that zone and that zone is this zone. Exactly the same as what I mentioned to you with the Netflix. There's nothing different here. We're just going down now. That's the only difference here. We're just going down. Netflix, we went up. Here we're coming down. All right. So there's nothing different that I'm actually, I'm going to use the word preaching to you here. Is everybody with me, guys? There's nothing different. It's the same story. We're just moving down. That's it. Is everybody clear with this, guys? All right. And yes, the fib. Jerry, see you, Jerry. Is Jerry off yet? Jerry has to rush. The fib really does give us detail. Is everybody clear? Anya is absolutely right. Fib gives us great detail. Everybody clear? And yes, there's noise right there. Right there. So the same can happen. The same can happen here, and then we push down. Don't forget the left-hand side. Always watch the left-hand side. The left will tell us if we are waiting for some turbulence. If it's clear skies, then we know we can get out. You know, the ladies can get the bikinis out and they can chill, and the guys can get their shorts out. Isn't it so? But if we see this, then weet ons is bietjie omweer, soos no. All right, so just hold on with the bikinis, ladies. Are we together, gents? We know that 28 only. Just relax. All right, just relax when you see this on the left-hand side. Is everybody clear with this, guys? We want clear skies. There's no clear skies. We do not engage. All right, we got to know when to pull the trigger as well. Everybody clear? All right. Guys, pretty disappointed, I must say. I'll repeat it. Factually, we're in a lot of accumulation here today. Hopefully, we get a good close with the securities at midnight. If that happens, I'll be watching that at midnight. If that happens, tomorrow we have some work to do. Is everybody clear? If there's no movement, there's no work. If you're in admin and there's paperwork that comes in, no kan jy werk. But if there's no clients, there's no paperwork, you can't work. You'll be sitting and you'll be idling. The same here. What gives us work? It's when price moves. When price does not move, that's nie werk nie. That's the truth. All right. So I hope by midnight we have some closes. And if we have those closes, we got some good work tomorrow. Is everybody clear with that, guys? Then we got some good work. So let's watch it carefully. Let's watch it carefully. Watch the daily closes on your dollar peg pairs. Watch your daily closes on your indices. Watch your closes on your commodities. And watch the daily close on your dollar index. Because if we can get a good close there, it's going to be brilliant for us. It's going to be brilliant for us. Everybody cool? Everybody got it? So far, just to give you an update, this is what the daily candle looks like on the dollar index. That's what the daily looks like. That's not nice, because that's in the middle of nowhere. Does it make sense? If we closed above here, look, we actually went above and it rejected. Now, if we had a close above there, baie werk. But look at the rejection. It's like a turtle head that's going out and it's coming back in again. And we don't want that. We want it to go out all the way. Everybody clear there? If I were you, I'd enjoy load shedding. National stage 3. Are we together? Nobody. Nobody, and we need a body. Absolutely. All right. But I still see the buyers, guys. I mean, we still see the buyers in the dollar. It's there. We still pro dollar. All right. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's come fresh. Let's hope there's work, and we put that work in tomorrow. All right. Everybody clear? Then the bike candlelight. Hey, Exeo. Or, you know, those touch lights. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Ciao, ciao, guys. Bye, Teresa, Andile, Boipelo, Pani, Kathy, Alrich, Adele, Petro, Atsile, Peter, see you. Magdalene, Tebo, see you, Sia. Cheers, cheers.